I don't like glasses with a hat. And all right,
Very good way
so
to
we
start the stream.
so we left off with the masks turning people gay, which is making the world better, one
Oh my
wearer at a
god.
time.
One wearer at a time. Okay, well, can't disagree with that, you know. That wouldn't be right. But what I can agree with is that I want to play this game.
Yeah.
How's everybody feeling?
Don't let it play you.
Did anybody rewatch the video or listen?
I I absorbed its energy by osmosis.
Right, right. YouTube
I did
osmosis.
not.
Yes.
Okay, well, lucky for you guys, I watched it twice. Unlucky for you guys, you're not you're not really, gonna know what your agents are feeling in this moment. So let me try to bring it back with a recap of what happened last time. So you guys got paged out in the middle of your July 4th weekends to go to the Yosemite International Airport, which is located in Fresno, California. You were supposed to get there the following day, like very early in the morning, where you were briefed by Agent Lima about your operation, which, to quickly sum up, there was a boy, Brandon McGill, found in Yosemite National Park.
Oh yeah.
This is a boy who's been missing for 40 years. He got lost in 1980. And he still appears, for all intents and purposes, to be a 6-year-old boy. So that's the age when he disappeared. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of details that you know about his disappearance, except that he was like he vanished into thin air, and there were 2 eyewitness reports of kind of a mysterious person wearing black, uh, kind of surrounding the events of his disappearance, but not not directly like related to by the witnesses. They just happen to see somebody like that. Um, so you guys go to this trailhead station of Yosemite National Park, where you meet the a few rangers there and present yourselves as the FBI. Um, they were expecting the FBI tomorrow, and in fact, that is when the real FBI team is expected to show up. So essentially, your guys' job is to let's see the mission briefing: locate the child, identify the child, determine whether an unnatural threat is actually in the area, and remove that unnatural threat, and to make the outcome appear mundane. So cover your tracks and cover up the incident as much as possible. Um, you guys might really want to think this session on how you're going to accomplish those goals, because it's not the most straightforward. I would say this mission really. Let's just say there's
We
no right
already
way.
intimidated the people into leaving the campground.
Right, yeah. So yeah, you guys go
So
up. You
someone's gonna have to
you
die.
make niceties with the rangers. You go up and see the boy who's on the second floor. When you see the boy, he's with another ranger. Her name's Tamika Galagos. She found the boy. She seems to have like a little attachment to him, or vice versa. Seems to have an attachment to her. Like she found him, and he's kind of just coloring. He's not exactly in like a catatonic state, but he just kind of seems traumatized. Like he's not really like responding to you super well. But you do talk to him a little bit about what he's drawing, and strangely, he's drawing in blue shades only. Um, Agent Zeruel, you actually like tried to offer him a red crayon, And he was like, he didn't really pay it attention. He like only was interacting with the blue and the gray ones. And when you kind of asked him about this, he just said like, "Oh, everything's blue." Like, you know, that's it. We established he's not colorblind. He's just has this weird relationship to the color blue, we could say. Unclear why or what's going on with that. Agent Zero, for whatever reason, pocketed this red crayon to keep for later. Not sure why. Um, and then you guys are talking to Tamika, and she lets you know that the boy. She swears there was something supernatural that happened with the boy. That like he fell asleep and he knocked some of the ping pong paddles off of the thing like telekinetically. She was like, I swear the cabin started shaking and the paddles fell off. Like everyone else just attributed it to the wind, but that's not what it was. I swear it was that kid. And you don't really want to talk about his nightmares around him. It seems to like trigger him. Um, and yeah, it seems like when he does sleep, he has these nightmares. He's been not wanting to sleep. Trying to think of what else kind of like went down. At some point, Agent Acosta is like, "Yo, we need to get these fucking Rangers out of here. We need to make a decision about the boy. We need to figure out what's going on." And so he kind of, excuse me, kind of strong arms the Rangers. Kind of awkward, like, "Yo, you need to get out of here." And the Rangers are like, "Well, we didn't." Like the incident didn't occur here at this ranger station. Like you should go investigate where the boy was found. Like if you're gonna investigate anything. And but Acosta was pretty true in her conviction, and they were like, all right, you have a couple hours, but like the rain's getting bad pretty soon. People are gonna be seeking out shelter here, or at least yeah, you know like at least information about the rain. Like we gotta operate this place and make sure it's safe for our guests. Um, so they're
Are the
outside.
parents also coming?
Oh yes, very
From the-
good point. The parents of the child are coming. They are should be on a plane now from Kansas, so they should be there. They should be landing around noon. With the weather and everything, you probably won't expect them until 2, maybe 3 o'clock. So you have some time until the parents come. Um, it's now about 8 in the morning, we can say, and Agent Grady, you were kind of talking to the boy, and Agent Grady noticed that the boy has a tattoo on the back of his neck. I can remind you what the tattoo looks like. Um, ba-da-da-doo, ba-da-da-doo. Let me see if I can do that. Sorry, tattoo looks like by doing this. Boom. It looked kind of like a stylized ram's head. Sorry for taking so long to find that. Yes, Ian will be getting the most value out of these visuals since he has not seen them before. but
Oh.
but yeah, so that's on the back of his neck, and then when you kind of take a closer look, you realize two things, Agent Grady. You realize, and I think Joe Bear actually noticed these too. You notice this like cross-hatching pattern all over his body. It's like scarification, but it's like nearly invisible. But these like lines all over his body that form this like cross-hatch pattern. And you also know a bump
Right.
under the tattoo. You're not sure what this bump is, but it's clearly like a lump of something foreign and not, you know, native to the body. You can kind of feel it rolling around under there. And you tell your crew this, and they kind of just everyone, someone suggests, like cutting it out of him, maybe putting him to sleep, cutting it out of him, seeing what that would do. Um, and I think more or less that's where we left off, was you guys kind of discussing that, like what you're gonna do about the kid. And yeah, so then the other thing is that as you were discussing, the storm's getting worse. Thunder and lightning. And all of a sudden, Acosta, you can hear your car alarm going off. Like at the tail end of the crash of the thunder, you literally hear. "Bump, bump, bump, bump." It's just only you can hear it. But you're certain that that's your car, or at least it's the same horn or alarm. That is where we left off. Oh yeah, you also watched the video, and we discussed what was on the video, which was like a creepy, ritualistic ritual to some crazy fucked up ritual to what appeared to be like a snake god or something like that. The Blessed Redeemer, or the Blessed Serpent or something like that. Yeah, so
Dude, yeah.
not fully clear what the hell that was about, but that was a flashback anyway. Doesn't seem to directly relate to this mission. At least you haven't seen anything that would suggest that so far. Anyone want to add anything before we jump into the action? I'll take that as a no, but if you remember something,
Yeah,
feel free to jump in.
That was an excellent recap.
Thanks. I did my best. I'm sure I missed the fucking.
No, perfect. One.
All right, good. I'll take it. If it's perfect, it's perfect. So, yeah, what do you do? I mean, Noemi, you just heard your car alarm go off.
Oh yeah, the kid hasn't slept also, right? He like won't sleep because his dreams are really bad.
Yeah, the kid like tried to sleep at one point, and that's kind of when that shit happened. And when they tried to talk to him about it since, he like went into a fugue state and like wouldn't answer any of their questions and just kind of shut down. So like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, hearing my car, I'm gonna run out there and go check it out.
Do you want to take anyone with you?
Oh no. No.
Like, you don't want to take Joe Bear with you or some shit?
It's fine. No, I'm just gonna go check it out. I mean, they can come if they want, but...
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave you on this map, even though that's like the second floor map, just so that everyone's on the same map. But
Still
you go.
seeing intermission, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That just means you can't move yourselves, but I appreciate you reminding me. So yeah, I moved you outside. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This map's not gonna reflect your broken car, but you know, just so we have an idea of more or less relative position of where people are,
My broken car, yeah.
just in case something happens. Oh yeah. Well, now that you're outside, I guess I should tell you. You come out to a scene, and the scene is your car under a log. A big-ass log. It looks like a tree had fallen, and it's just right on the hood, just crushing the engine block. Like, or at least the hood. You know, you would have to go and check out the full details. But you also see Agent Dugan? What the fuck was his name? Sorry. Sorry. Douglas Tina.
Dugong.
We'll call him Dugan from now on. Ranger Kina is out there, and he has his hands up. What the fuck was that? There was no lightning. There was nothing. What was that? Yeah, he's just kind of yelling to himself. He's like turning around and he sees you. It's like, I'm so sorry, but I think the tree. I mean, it just fell.
No lightning?
No, look, it's not. It's not smoking. Nothing. There was no lightning. Not around here. And. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We go around the station and we check. You know the stability of the trees. But there's, I mean, we can never be 100%, but we don't want a tree, you know, crashing down on our ranger station, so we check. And they looked fine the last time we checked. Like I said, you never know. I'm sorry. I mean, we have a Jeeps here. And they do. They have some like Jeeps and like all-terrain 4x4s. As alternate means of transport, and they were like, but yeah, he offers like, I'm so sorry, we can, I mean, this thing needs to be towed, but not in this weather. But if you want, we could drive you down to the entrance, and try to find a mechanic or something, or you feel free to use our, you know, our phones, if you need to radio this in. There's not great service out here, like cell service, by the way. It's very spotty at best, so.
Okay. But he said that he's offering a Jeep to use?
He said he'll give you a ride down to the, down somewhere if you want.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to, like, go assess the damage?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the tree. Yeah.
Okay, do you have, like, any skills for, like, car, you have drive, but do you have, like, car skills, like mechanic or something like that?
Oh, wait, no, but it doesn't, what's his name? Doesn't Jax.
I do have mechanic skills. I have.
Oh, you do.
a
You have craft
30
mechanic.
Yeah, I have 30 in mechanic.
Okay. That would be the right person to ask then. Agent Acosta, you do have military science land, and I assume in the military you learn a thing or two about cars, like.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, you know, if you want Jax to be a second eye, that might be a good idea, just since it's, like, directly related, you know?
Yeah,
Although,
okay.
even an untrained eye can tell you that it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go. I'm gonna get Jax, so I'm just gonna run up and go grab him, and then I also just want to look. Is there anything weird about the tree that fell on it?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what skill that would be. I guess, what do you think about, like, search? That seems
Yeah, that could work. Yeah.
reasonable to kind of find out what.
Yeah.
Well, you have a 22 search, which isn't bad. I'll tell you what you can tell with a 22 in search. No other trees around here have fallen. And yeah, there are no scorch marks on the tree. Like, that is confirmed. There's nothing. It does not look like it was a lightning strike. There's none of that. Like, and the other thing is, like, it is windy, yeah, but none of the other trees seem like unstable. You know. Let's just put it this way. You're definitely suspicious that this wasn't just the wind, or, you know.
Yeah. So
And actually, why don't you give me an alertness roll? No, that's a 10. I was like, is that a 100? No.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay. So like I said, there is lightning. It's just not like directly right here. But every time a strike goes off, you know that it's like you can see in between the trees, and then it like goes away, and it's it's darker again. And a lightning strike goes off, and you swear you can see off in the distance, maybe 100 feet away, a humanoid figure staring. And with a 10, that's a pretty good roll. This figure looks unnaturally tall.
oh god.
And every time the lightning goes away, you like can't see it anymore. But it's like the lightning goes, and it's like you just see it staring. Why don't you give me a sanity check?
I
Dang.
was waiting for that.
What was that? A 50? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty good. So yeah, you don't take any sand loss right now. But it might come. What do you do?
Is Jax next to me? Like, I mean, I did want to bring him down, but
Um,
he's not next to me yet.
Call for me yet.
did you? Yeah, did you? We can just
I'm
say,
still
did you?
fretting over the kid.
Okay, yeah. So, all right, I'm just outside then.
Okay, you just did a quick sweep. You saw that, and now you're gonna go get Jack.
I'm like, fuck. I'm thinking to myself, like, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the shit out of the car that I need right now,
Okay.
like really quickly, which includes all my body armor, the rifle, and I'm guessing I have the same armaments as last time. Can I just like re-up on grenades, or like how does that work?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bring just all that.
Okay. Do you want to try to roll any stealth to conceal some of the more heavy payload?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a stealth to see how well you can conceal this, like in the duffel bag and everything.
Oh,
62
man.
failure.
I'm not
Um,
seeing Sam's rolls, by the way.
No.
Maybe I need to refresh my page. Hold on.
Is anybody?
Guys, keep going.
I am. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just give
Okay,
it,
it's my problem then.
give it the old college refresh.
Yeah, it works.
Okay, cool.
I feel just like I'm in my college days.
Good, good. Yes, refreshing. Okay, again, you're still not with with everybody else, right? You didn't call anybody else yet?
No.
Okay. Okay. While you're kind of gathering your stuff, we already did the stealth roll, but just that's we know the future. While you're gathering your stuff, let's go back to the three agents talking with each other what to do about Brandon. You guys were basically left talking about like, well, you might be you might be wondering where Acosta went, but also you were discussing how and if to put the child to sleep.
Can you give me 1 second to get my computer charger?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Really quickly while he's doing that, can you just hit our objectives really quickly again?
Of course.
And also, is the child awake right now?
The child is awake, still coloring. As he was
Okay.
left, you're kind of having a sidebar over here.
Yeah, so we're definitely sidebarring, like in the. I'm imagining like that in the 4-bedroom area over there where we're all standing, just really like hunched over in there.
Yeah.
Hoping this kid can't hear us.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm here.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, we're having a sidebar in this small little room. The kid's coloring. What are? Do we have to extract him? I
Oh, the
glossed
right,
over
sorry, the
that.
mission objectives.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the quick.
I will show you the mission objectives.
Oh, if they're
down at the
written, thank
bottom,
you.
and you should be able to access this anytime from your journals tab on the right, or yeah, from the landing page as well. You should be able to see them. But locate the child, you've done that. Identify the child, you think you've done that. I mean, he surely
Right.
looks like the chilled child in the photo, but you haven't actually made like a 100% positive ID, but you might not actually be able to. Determine whether an unnatural threat is in the area. Remove the unnatural threat. Make the outcome appear mundane. So you've located the child. You can't 100% identify the child with a positive identification, but he doesn't know what a laptop is. His favorite movie is Star Wars. He didn't know about a sequel.
Yeah, that
Uh,
kid's from the 80s.
yeah, he looks just like the
Keep it here.
photos, and he knew the names and location of his parents who were disappeared for, or they weren't disappeared, but, he was accurate about the name and location of his parents. Yeah, so that kind of identifying the child kind of determines that there is an unnatural threat in the area, or at least an unnatural something. And you are to remove that unnatural threat. What that means is up to you guys to figure out and decide. Can you remove it without harming the child? Can he go back to his parents? Can you make this outcome appear mundane? Those are yet to be seen.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Okay.
all right, everyone. What do you think we should do then? We're trying to. Am I understand we want the kid to fall asleep then, so we can see what's going on with him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
think there
were
was kind of a dual purpose, right? Jax wanted to kind of see some of these like weird telekinetic things, and Grady and Jax were kind of thinking like maybe we can cut this little lump out of him, right?
Yeah. Jax definitely wanted to cut that lump out. We were considering either giving the kid some Valium to put it to sleep within 20 minutes, not knowing that there's a hulking figure outside ready to throttle us. But
Yeah, you guys don't know
the
this.
other thought was to I had some medicine that I had made, natural medicine that I've been using for putting my cat to sleep, on the hopes of giving a much higher dosage to the kid could put him to sleep right away. Jalen said the success rate of that would be not so high.
I mean, Benadryl
My
is tried
other
and true. Valium is
yeah
even more tried and true, especially for a child.
yeah
Your experimental forest drugs may work, but I would say let's put it this way, there's a higher chance of fast acting, but also a higher chance it won't work.
I also just realized, I know I'm not there and I'm just saying this, but like, I forgot, wait, so we have that contact?
Yes, you have
that
a
we can
contact
talk
in the
to?
FBI.
oh it's Kiarman.
It's Carmen from our D&D
Kiarman.
session.
This world's Kiarman.
I believe you guys know her codename Agent Jace.
Yeah, Agent Kiarman.
Yep. Agent Kiarman. So, excuse me, yeah, Agent Jace, yeah, she's like, I mean, she is a contact, but she can't do like too much for you, you know?
Right.
I don't know what you're thinking, but, let me know what you're thinking, Acosta.
Well, I don't know, I'm just like, if she knows something. No, but yeah.
I mean,
Like,
she
why
was
would
just
she?
able to, she was the one who kind of fielded the original report, noticed there was something off about it, and activated the Delta Green, like, side of things. And kind of put the case through some bureaucratic obscurity so that you guys would have this window to respond before the actual FBI gets there. Yeah, I'm gonna gonna push forward the time a little bit
What time? Oh, so we have about 4 hours, a little bit less.
until.
I can share my uncharismatic thoughts with everybody.
Yeah, you're still
Please do.
sidebarring. Actually, Zeruel, give me a alertness roll, please.
See here.
Looks
Rolling.
like a 74. Not gonna be a fail. Remember when
Ancient Zeros.
we fail tests here, you can check the box for that test off on your thing, and later on that will remind us to give you some increases to those skills later on. So, Noemi, you failed a stealth roll, so you should check that off.
Oh, jeez. Forgot about.
Well, it's good because you get 1d. It's good to fail in this game because you get 1d4 plus 1d4.
Yeah, but now Noemi's gonna
something.
have to kill that guy.
Well, he might just be
No.
suspicious of your heavy
Grenades.
firepower to respond to this missing child case.
It's just Noemi's energy. It has nothing to do with this case.
protocol.
Yeah. Yeah, so you fail the alertness test. Nothing seems out of the ordinary to
Okay.
you.
With my limited knowledge, I have low. I express to the group as uncharismatically as possible that this kid has these strange marks all across his back and looks the same age as he did when he was lost by his parents. There is no way in hell that returning this child to his parents is going to qualify this mission as having been completed. I would be really interested in seeing what he has implanted in his neck. That could be helpful for us later on. But if you see what I'm getting at here, I don't know how many options we have aside from perhaps taking the kid and one of us brings him home ourselves.
So, does this mean, because one way we could do it is tell the Rangers, because I agree with you, which might surprise people, but having thought about this for a month, on and off, little brief moments, and definitely not the just 10 minutes that I just thought about it, as my character. I don't feel like it's ethical to let these people see him, because they've already grieved their son, and this is not their son. This is Brandon McGill, but this is not their son.
Joe Bear, give me an alertness roll.
Oh, nice. I mean, Joe Bear also has opinions on this too. You know, while I'm doing this alertness roll.
Yeah. Speak up.
While doing this.
You know, he's like he doesn't really know anymore. And he's very worried about, like, you know, demons hiding inside of people and things like that.
Right.
So, you know, he's worried that the kid has been tainted in some way, and is probably just better off not even having been found. So he's kind of with this plan, and that is a failure on my alertness.
Failure on the alertness. Yeah, everything seems as normal.
But, like, I almost feel like we should tell the Rangers
Don't forget to
that,
mark it
oh,
off.
this is not Brandon. We were able to identify that it is not Brandon, so we're gonna take him into our custody so we can try to figure out who this kid is.
Martha, you know that this child is going to be a risk to us, and I think that if there's any chance at decreasing whatever telekinetic powers he has, at least enough to keep us safe, we should probably investigate what's going on in the back of his neck.
But I'm just thinking about how we are going to get these other people to not think we're like, yes, we need to investigate him, but we also need to think about the larger picture of how we are going to remove him from the situation So I'm just saying that I agree that like we shouldn't,
Yeah.
we can't let him go with his parents.
No, we have
Yeah.
to tell his parents
I
that
like your
this was a
Well,
case of
we can
mistaken
let him-
identity.
Yeah, like, but they came all this way, so you know. I'm just, I don't know, because I think when we left off a
glad.
month ago, I felt differently. So I just wanted to basically say, you know,
Well, Agent Grady, that is a seemingly viable way to cover this up. What you do with the kid after is another question, but at least you have that plan in your pocket for now. Agent Acosta, you're bringing your duffel bag full of shit in from the car when Agent Kina, or not Agent, Ranger Kina says to you, it's kind of a lot of firepower for the FBI, isn't it? What department did you guys say you were from?
Yeah, it's just standard protocol. We're here with the I'm not stuttering in
Yeah, in real game.
the missing persons and
SVU, SVU, Special Victims
SVU.
Unit.
We're with the SVU.
Jax appears as a ghost on Emmy's shoulder. SVU.
Because she watches that like on her free time.
Alright.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would do. Is there bureaucracy? Yeah, bureaucracy. I know you're not stuttering, but are you correct? Like, are you, how convincing really are you? I'm inclined to call for a bureaucracy, but you only have a 10% in that. So if you can make an argument to roll something else, you could. But he seems to be a little suspicious of what the fuck is going on here.
I'm trying to look for Noemi too. What about just a charisma check?
That doesn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it needs to be a little more specific for this. Charisma is gonna be a more base thing, you know, like how does he feel
There's a-
about you? But
There's a law check where maybe like if like
Persuade
this
is better.
person doesn't like believe him and like maybe Sam could like cite a law in the role play and
yeah,
then you could do a
Noemi's law is
check.
0 though, unfortunately.
Oh shit.
Can I
So
try to switch it to persuade and just be like, please trust me that I'm only following the standard issue protocol in these situations. We don't know exactly what's
Okay.
going on, and I
Yep.
just
give me the persuade roll. You've got 20%, 21% chance. Oh, 43. Make sure to check it off.
pretty much knew it wasn't coming.
You got some grenades.
He says, well, just
How
make sure
will
to...
Noemi react?
He says, make sure to put those far away from those kids. Alright?
You know I will.
And, by the way, we really need to be getting back to work in our ranger station. So, we're just gonna come back in, now. Because it's now the start of the day.
Wait, but what's that? Has the amount of time passed?
No.
This is not what we agreed
It's
on.
been an hour.
This
he's
is
like-
not what we agreed on.
I'm just following standard protocol, and he pushes his way back into the door. Luckily, nothing weird is going on like that much in there, but yeah, no, he pushes his way back in the door. And goes back in, unless you physically stop him in some way.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and just stop him.
Like violently, or?
Not violently, just like firmly.
Firmly with
Yeah.
intent.
Yeah,
Firmly
okay.
with intent.
Okay.
What's his name again?
Douglas Keena.
Mr. Keena. I am politely asking that you heed our agreement that we clearly made for 2 hours.
Yeah, you know, I just remembered that you never showed me your badge.
What is with this distrust?
I don't know, how about the failed roll on multiple occasions?
What is with
What is with this mistrust? He's like, come on, you bureau guys are all the same. You strong arm us. You don't think we have control over our station? If you want to talk about mistrust, well, it starts with you. Okay, you're not trusting us to be in our own station to handle our business the way we do. Okay, but I've been a ranger for 13 years. Okay, I know this park like the back of my hand. I know every shrub.
And for about 17 years now, okay?
Yeah, you ever killed somebody?
I'm proud to say that I haven't, ma'am.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't want to. So just stay away from us and whatever. So I'm just gonna walk past him.
Okay, but he doesn't stop going into the ranger
Yeah,
station
that's
as well.
fine. That's fine. But I'm just walking through.
Okay, he goes back to kind of sit at his desk where there's like a ham radio and everything. And you go back upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. I will put you back upstairs then.
Dude needs to disappear at this point, like...
I know, like, and we need a car. Well, I'm looking
Acosta,
upstairs.
as you walked back in, you noticed that there was a key box in the office, which likely holds the keys to some of the vehicles that they have.
Interesting.
Yeah. Quite interesting, one might say.
Oh, it's interesting.
Oh, it's not those up.
So you've got the suspicion of these rangers. You've got the boy. Grady's come up with, honestly, a pretty solid plan to cover it up. I mean, it's questionable how well you can convince them this isn't actually him, but if you come up with a solid reasoning, I can. They'll probably believe you. But you don't have a car right now, and there is a new development that there is a strange being that Acosta thinks they saw.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk in, and so are they still just in the corner?
Yeah.
And we haven't drugged the kid yet.
Acosta, as you walk in, you walk right past the kid. And you see that he is furiously scribbling away much faster than before. Before it was kind of timid, just drawing. Now he's like just scribbling away. And what's notable is that it's in red over the blue. It's just red.
Wait, can I ask you something? Was the weather just as bad? Has the weather been the same amount of bad that it's been the whole time?
No, it's gotten worse over the last like 20 minutes, like
Since he started scribbling really hard.
Well, you don't know when he started scribbling, but it looks like he's been doing it actually for a little while, so
Okay.
yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna go to the group and I'm looking at the kid. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then I go to the group and I'm like, how did you guys figure something out? Because I think we need to get out of here, maybe.
Did Noemi get the car keys, by the way?
No.
I was gonna say, yeah, we figured something out, but can we get the kid in your ride? Is that all good? Is that okay?
my ride is trashed,
Oh fuck.
and I'd wager that it's because of the kid. And on top of that, I saw something in the woods. A tall figure. It was no. Lightning didn't crash on a tree and hit my car. It was the fucking kid or something. Anyway, the ranger downstairs is being a fucking douchebag. But he came back in, and he's suspicious of me. But there's a box of keys that I saw, and maybe if some of you guys can distract him, one of us can grab the box of keys, get the key for the Jeep that he has outside, and get out of here.
We're not going to be able to get out of here with a kid that's kicking and screaming the whole way out, because that's not going to convince that guy down there of anything.
Well,
So,
I mean, you said the kid was kicking and screaming.
do you know kids? Do you think this kid is just going to get picked up by strangers and thrown in a car and not throw a fucking fit? Especially if you think he's throwing trees around and breaking people's cars?
Well, do you want to slice the thing out of his neck then?
I mean, not right now. I'm kind of afraid of him, to be honest, Noemi.
Noemi, do you let them know that you saw? None of the other people notice this. That the kid is furiously scribbling with a red crayon.
Oh, dude, look at him right now. Look, he's using red. Look at it.
Can we go over and see what he's drawing?
Jax, or Zeruel, if you remember, you took a red crayon and you kind of showed it to him.
I still have that red crayon.
You don't. You check your pocket.
No, it's
you don't.
Oh, fuck. It's gone now?
It's gone.
Because he has it.
No, it's still in there, Jalen, but I believe you. I'll just delete it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go onto your sheet and delete it, but that would have been really cool of me to do, but I didn't. But no, it's gone.
I just deleted it.
Yeah, no, you don't have it anymore.
Hey,
All right.
you don't have it.
And yeah, he's scribbling away. Joe Bear, you said, what is he scribbling?
Yeah.
Very good question. It's all in red, and and it's just so the page that he was drawing on is a page of. It seems like this coloring book is has some dinosaur pages in it, but other various things as well. This one is these velociraptors coming out of a cave, kind of in this forest canopied area, and everything is blue except the red that he's scribbling is this ball with these almost like a sun with these rays coming off of it, but it just looks, it's hard to describe, but it looks disturbing to say the least, and it's coming right from the cave, right from the cave. It's just scribbling.
The cave.
There is a cave, yeah, in the picture that he was drawing on.
And there's also a cave. That's where he came from, was a cave, right?
You don't know that per se. But,
oh wait, but isn't there a cave or something that was mentioned?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think.
Oh, I thought he was found near something of significance.
He was he was found 2 kilometers away from something called the Devil's Chair, which was not. It's not a cave. It's a rock formation. Trying to think. We have the Ranger incident report, so let's go to that.
Yeah, I'm reading that right now. Joe Bear also remembers from the newspaper article, there was a man in black who followed investigators all around. And he kind of remembers that after hearing Noemi say there was a person outside.
Yeah, yep. Good call. Yeah, I don't think there was any mention of a cave. You're near a reservoir, you're near the devil's chair, but the kid was found in open wilderness in a huckleberry patch.
What to do. Oh, go ahead.
A part of me thinks that we need to steal the keys to these trucks and go out to the Devil's Chair in the thunderstorm and try to just tie up these loose ends.
Yeah, like it's
Convince these
What?
rangers that everything's a-okay.
Return the kid from where he came.
no, for real.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
God.
returning the kid might be an option.
I'm just worried about not getting fucking murdered by paranormal entities.
Well, if we can break down the problems that we have here, we have a child that cannot be returned to the parents. We have someone downstairs that cannot be made aware of what's happening. And we have a strange being coming towards us that's making this kid scribble in deep red. So if we wait, we're going to end up in some kind of deadly battle with this guy, and the person downstairs is going to end up dying in that battle, which is going to jeopardize the entire operation. So we need to lure this thing away from that guy downstairs. We need to get this kid out of here. And we need to not die from that thing that's coming towards us.
Couple things then. Nothing too crazy.
I have an idea. We drug the kid till he falls asleep.
Yeah.
Go downstairs, faking a phone call to his parents. Those parents could be Grady and Jobert on the other line. Have them talk to the person downstairs to say that they're willing to meet up with us somewhere else. And then we can borrow the keys to the car to go meet up with these parents. The kid's asleep and can't really make any scene about it. We get out of here and we go to that Devil's Rock thing that Jobert was talking about.
Well, the parents are on a plane and won't be in for another 3 or so hours. So there's no real way to talk to them on the plane.
Well, we could like text. With, like, they bought texting tickets.
Yeah, I don't know if they bought the texting package since they're like old people.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, we're gonna pretend to be the other parents of like some other missing kid who's missing. Or I don't know, we could try to just bluff these rangers and say that we're taking them to his parents who are waiting for him somewhere else other than here. Very traumatic, you know.
We could even have someone else on the other line as like someone else from the FBI or Child Protective Services, even
Oh, our contact.
relaying these plans.
Well,
and have him.
I think Sophie's idea was honestly the most simple, but also maybe the most like there's something good in the simplicity there, where you just say this isn't the kid,
Yeah.
Agreed.
right?
just-
This isn't
I
the
think
kid. He's now in our custody. We're taking him to our offices, and you just said your contact maybe could make that a little more verifiable. You get someone on the phone with them from the FBI. You know, can give her badge number and everything. Won't stutter when she's part of the missing persons unit. You know, like knows that thing because she actually is. So just
Missing persons.
what was that, Sophie?
Whatever Sam said. The
Oh
missing
yeah, I think
persons and then SVU.
SVU.
You know, SVU.
You've
is
seen
a
Law and
very-
Order, right?
SVU is a very specific sexual victims unit.
Oh no, the Special Victims Unit.
Is it
Uh,
sexual or special?
No, it's special
no, it's
victims.
special, but it's specifically about sexual assault
Yeah.
and rape.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the special does not mean paranormal.
Supernatural victims.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are the SVU of fucking Delta Green. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, not to play the game for you, but I mean, I think like Agent Grady's idea there is pretty solid, and you don't have to pretend to like be meeting up with the parents elsewhere. It's just gonna be an unfortunate conversation with them when they land, but you don't even have to have that conversation. You're the FBI.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, sorry, I'm really tired, but I also,
No, well, you came up with the
no
idea.
offense to anybody else's ideas, I'm just worried about complexities, and the simpler we can stick to our story, the simpler people are gonna believe us.
It's a good
Oh, yeah.
idea. But do you think that we
Usually
should try
that's-
to get this kid to fall asleep?
Yeah,
That
that.
is a good question.
I was gonna say, hey, like, he's pretty freaked out. If we say, we can make sure that when you go to sleep you have no nightmares. Do you want to try taking this? Oh, it's just a little something to help you sleep without nightmares. And it'll help you feel better because we know you're overwhelmed with everything that's going on, because he was acting like he was so terrified to go to sleep. So, like, honestly, if we drug him with it, we should be able to sleep. Nightmares.
Yeah, he's an 80s kid. Yeah. Tell him it's like Flintstones vitamins.
Yeah. We're just gonna give you some vitamins that are gonna help you fall asleep with no nightmares. Your parents told us that you really like this type of vitamin.
Okay, are you gonna do that?
Is that okay? Everybody happy with that?
Yep.
Yeah, I tell him what Luke Skywalker would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go over to the kid and you try to rouse him. You now notice what Agent Acosta pointed out as well, that he's just furiously scribbling away. And he's like unarousable at
Oh, cool. We waited too.
I mean, how hard do you try? Like, do you try to like, what do you do? But like, just talking to him, he's not snapping out of this state at all.
I grab a piece of paper and a crayon, and I write, "Hey Brandon, look at me," and put it on top of the paper that he's scribbling on. Put it in front of him. See if he can read or if he's like literally laser focused.
No, he just keeps scribbling like over the paper even.
Oh, damn.
Maybe we can just kind of crayon from him? No, he's probably gonna like eat.
I got an idea. So that forest remedy. Wait, Jalen.
Yeah.
How do you make ether?
Oh my
You would
god.
have to extract
Forest
it.
remedy.
I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head.
Would it be how far fetched would it be to say that my forest remedy is ether?
Pretty far-fetched. Pretty far-fetched. I would say fairly far-fetched to say that, but yeah, no, he's just laser focused. Like, do you want to try and shake him out of it?
It sounds dangerous.
The
I think
magic
that might be
of
the best option.
What, Soph?
That might be the best option.
Sophie, do you try to shake him out of it? Does Grady try to do that?
Sure.
She goes to shake him out of it, and the first thing you notice is he's extremely warm, feverish even. You can feel it all over his body. You go to shake him, Brandon! And all of a sudden he stops and looks at you and just starts crying. They're
No.
near. They want me. Please don't let me. Please don't let them have me.
I
Tell them
can't
it'll
hear
be.
anything you're saying.
You can't hear what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, I think it's a crisp.
The
It's too
Chris.
crisp. Stop
Chris
crying
does
so
no
much.
crybabies.
Ugh,
Yeah.
but
This
you couldn't
doesn't-
hear the words I was saying?
No, it was no. I could
Ugh.
see you crying, and it looked like
It
honest.
took
Yeah.
so much out of me, but okay.
Damn. Sorry, crisp is just too tight.
Well, I don't get it. Why would it do that? Anyway, okay. He's like, Did that go through?
No, it kind
Yeah,
of got
turn
crisp.
Chris off.
Just tell us what he said.
How is that getting crisped off? That's like literal sounds. He says in not monotone. He says, please don't let them have me. Please, they're here. They don't let don't let them take me again. Please. And he is like visibly upset. And Akasa, you notice the stuff around you start to shake and vibrate.
Yeah.
I'll lean in with my human intelligence and
Yeah.
and just let him know that we're not gonna. He's gonna be fine. We're not gonna let them get him.
Okay, give me a roll. Oh, also I want to mention that while he was in this state, like just before you like shook him, excuse me, you could just faintly hear him saying to himself over and over and over again, Asatagawa, Asatagawa. Can you
Oh,
hear
that's
that?
fun.
Yeah, can you hear that?
I did hear that. Yeah.
Asatagawa, Asatagawa. It's like very quiet, but... And then you shake him out, and he just like... 81!
Jesus Christ. I just failed that.
Oh, you have 80?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so rough. Okay, okay. What were you trying to do again?
Just calm him down. Let him know that they weren't gonna get him.
Okay, 80's good enough. I didn't realize you had such a high human. 80's
Yeah.
good enough.
It's by the highest skill. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Where's Mrs. Tamika? She was just here. And she would still be downstairs. I mean, you asked for privacy. She's probably back
yeah,
in the ranger station at this point, but...
Yeah, we tell him she's just downstairs, but we're just gonna take him out really quickly. We just need to go with him to see where he was found. Yeah. Jabber says it just like that, and he says, "Would you come with us? Do you want to come with us?"
You're not gonna let them have me. Not again. Please. You're not gonna let me go with them.
No, absolutely not.
And you guys are
And we just have to investigate, and we need your help.
And you guys are secret agents?
Yeah, we're Miss Tamika's friends. We all work together in the top secret agency that you can be a part of too. You know.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Yeah, we call it Alpha Blue.
If you
Alpha
keep me
Blue.
safe,
You're an
if-
Alpha Blue agent. With your badge and everything.
You just have to take this vitamin to make you really big and strong.
Every special agent takes the vitamin, and Joe Bear takes his own dose as well. Whatever this kid is saying. He's just like, just do it like me. Yeah.
He looks at it and he goes, this doesn't look like vitamins, it's not Flintstones.
Why did we bring the Friendlies?
Oh well, you know, not every vitamin can be shaped like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kid. Bottoms up.
And it turned you into a teenage ninja turtle. No,
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
you're so strong. Like,
Luke Skywalker takes his.
Yep.
I want to be like Luke. And he 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 takes the pill. Is it just what is it? What are you giving him? A Valium or a Benadryl?
That's just a Benadryl.
You should give him both.
No.
Yeah, give him both. Benadryl. Give him
No, we don't want him to
Benadryl.
die. Give
Give
just one. We don't know what
Let's give
children's
him
diseases are.
Okay. He doesn't know how to swallow pills. He wants to chew it.
Well, it's a
Oh
meltable
god,
one.
that's the worst one to chew.
Big
Don't
glass
let
of
him.
water.
Tell him it's the.
Somebody get him
Just
water.
chew it. Tell him to chew it, kid.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking to see if I got cat food. We could put it in. No.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
could teach it.
Wait, let
We
me
could
see.
teach
Do
him how to rail it. Like,
I was that kid. I just chewed an aspirin. It's okay.
Oh,
You get through it.
yeah, most kids would just sob at that though.
if he spits it out, we're fucked.
There's a bathroom. Can we get a? Is there a glass somewhere? Just give him some water.
Yeah, we'll just melt it down in
Yeah,
some
we
water.
just
for
can't-
him.
it's really hard to teach a kid how to swallow a pill.
it is
Yeah.
very hard. I didn't know that would be one of the main challenges today, but you know.
Yeah. Tell him, yeah, tilt his head back. Listen,
Is
Brandon,
there
tilt
any,
your
like-
head back.
Isn't there like a kitchen up here?
Yep. I think on the first floor there's a little big kitchen.
Okay. I'm just gonna go get you some really yummy food to take with it, because it makes you bigger and stronger if you take it with food.
And
then
that
I'm
does
gonna
make
put
it
down-
easier to eat something if you like stuff it in a piece of food or like applesauce or something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go see if there's any like peanut butter or jam.
There's actually a can of a thing of chocolate pudding, a little cup.
Yep. All right. And I
expired.
crush the pill up. Crush the.
It's expired
Uh,
though, so you probably couldn't in good conscience feed it to the kid.
Okay, is there any
No.
not
No,
expired
I'm
food? that I
kidding.
can
It's not
feed him?
expired. You're good. You're good. I was just like trying to make everything a problem.
I'd be like,
Yeah,
yo, just give it.
it's not fucking- This is not something that needs to be difficult.
Yeah, no, unfortunately there's no spoons. Yeah, so.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up!
Agent Grady
Don't blame it
falls
on me,
for
blame it on
Brandon.
government defunding our public parks.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, there's never any fucking forks at my job.
There's no spoons in the budget. This.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing is because we literally have so many spoons at work and we don't have any forks.
Dude, same at
And
my
then we
job, it's
finally got-
crazy.
And then we finally got a bunch of forks and now we have too many forks.
Too many
And
forks.
now I should honestly steal them because we have no forks in our house.
Yeah, you should,
But,
that'd be
okay.
actually really helpful.
I got a multi-tool with a spoon in it.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
no,
use
I'm
that.
just
No,
fucking
there are
around,
spoons.
there's a spoon, there's
I
pudding,
grab-
you give him the
There's
pill.
chocolate pudding. He eats it. He's like, wow, this is really dark chocolate pudding since it's so bitter. And I'm like, yeah, it definitely does not have like 3 Benadryl crushed up in there.
Benadryl now.
It is so it's
Yeah,
always Benadryl.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he
very
says,
good.
I'm confirming it.
so he
No,
eats
no.
it, and,
It's only like 1.5 Benadryl, by the way.
okay, and he goes, oh
would be
man, I
fine.
miss chocolate pudding.
Oh, when was the last time you had it? Every child should have this.
Back
Jay.
when I was with my parents? Back
Oh.
before. Back before. And he starts to get like sad again.
No, it's okay. No, yep. Love chocolate pudding too. I love the swirly stuff. The one that's swirled with the vanilla.
Oh,
Have you ever
yeah.
had that type?
Yeah, my favorite's chocolate, but that was Evelyn's favorite.
Who's Evelyn?
My only friends was Evelyn and Thomas. I told you already, I thought.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's just been a month.
No, he didn't. He didn't tell you.
Oh,
He didn't. He has not told you that.
oh. Oh, I don't know if you've told me that. But
Yeah,
They sound like
Evelyn and
good
Thomas. Yeah, they were there
Hell
with
yeah.
me.
in the field?
It wasn't in the
Up in
field.
that chair.
It was all
On the
blue.
mountain.
It was all
was all-
blue.
Okay.
No, they wa- they wanted it.
Oh god, can somebody else? I can't. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. I don't need to know who Evelyn is. What else are your favorite foods?
Let's talk about favorite foods. Do you like mac and cheese?
No, I don't like
Okay.
cheese.
God damn it, Jalen. I can't. I'm not saving this child anymore. He fucking doesn't like cheese.
Dude, lots of kids don't like cheese. It's a weird flavor.
What the fuck kind of kid doesn't like cheese?
A lot of
in
kids
mac
don't
and
like cheese.
There are literally so many 6-year-olds that literally subsist on Kraft mac and cheese,
Yeah, well,
Jalen.
he doesn't like it.
Well, then I don't really fucking want to
Right.
play this game anymore.
Well, somebody else in the world might like mac and cheese, but this kid doesn't, okay? He's a picky eater.
Damn,
He likes chocolate pudding.
the aliens should have kept him.
Uh,
Oh, well, that's weird.
I-
I don't know how to continue this conversation.
Yeah, he starts to get kind
Somebody
of
else-
sleepy.
Step in.
I'd call the kid I really like Jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
He's
Oh no, I really
back in
love
the
jambalaya
voice.
too, though. For real.
You guys just start talking about the foods you like.
Yeah.
I like jambalaya too. Take that Zydeco out.
Oh, yeah,
exactly, yeah,
completely get sidetracked. Another 3 hours pass. His parents come. They freak. No, okay.
No. So he passes out. He falls asleep. Right.
He
in
gets
20
he gets a
minutes or
little
so?
sleepy. Yeah, he gets a little sleepy for sure. It's about 9 o'clock now.
He's a little sleepy. Did he fall asleep?
Well, it's only been 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was 7:40. Okay, 20
Well,
minutes. I
it was-
mean, yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah, I
It was
don't know.
7:40 and like that was like when we started. It was 7:40. It's been like an hour or 20 so far.
We play ping pong while he falls asleep.
Okay. Yeah, after about another 20, if you guys are just like killing time. During this time, do you want to try to steal the car keys?
Yeah, no, let's let.
Oh, definitely we grab the car keys.
No, we shouldn't steal them though, because that's going to create an issue with this guy that there shouldn't be an issue. Like he
Okay,
should be
great.
lending us this car. Like there shouldn't be a car missing. That's going to again jeopardize the operation.
Yeah, I just hope that he's already really sus of me. So like,
Yeah, we just gotta. I love.
no,
Or I
yeah,
agree with the idea like that Sophie had.
no, yeah.
So you want to try to convince him to lend you a vehicle?
Yeah, let's do it.
And the backup plan would be.
Kill him, bury the body.
As in just steal one. Yeah.
The backup plan is still.
Is there a backup plan aside from killing him?
Well, I don't know if we.
I think he already offered. I think he'll just give us one. We said we need to commandeer it.
He said he
Saying
would
backup
give you a
plan is
ride. I
important.
mean, they're his cars. Like they're
True.
used for like navigating the park.
But we want to commandeer it. So we need a backup plan.
Yeah. Well,
And-
maybe we
Or
can
you
tell
could
him
just
that we
have him take you, knock him out.
Yeah, like they're non-lethal takedowns, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a real life, so yeah, of course.
There's
Yeah,
two.
let's get him to take us, and then we'll knock.
But where?
Yeah.
Where are we getting him to take us?
To the
Well, we're telling this person that we're going. You know what? I like this twist of we've convinced the kid who's just passed out. He's like really just like totally asleep, but we convinced him, and he's totally okay with going to where he was found, and just checking out the scene. with us.
No.
The kid's super cool with it.
It's
What
cool.
if-
You don't have though. You can't talk to him though because he's asleep.
What
Yeah.
what if we, like, I like the non-lethal takedown. What if we got the guy to just drive us far enough away from the campsite, and at that point, we do the non-lethal takedown, and we can decide, like, do we drop him there and keep going? Do we wrap him up, put him in the trunk? But like, we don't have too much time to decide now. I think just if we settle on get the car or have him drive us and then, you know, do something on that ride, I think that's all we got.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah.
I do got some rope with me, so we could definitely bind him up if we need to.
Yeah. Dude, wait. Am I able to do the thing where you can like choke somebody out, but only up to the point where like they knock out?
Yeah.
So it depends on your unarmed combat, probably, maybe.
I don't
Yeah, I'll
remember
put
the
it with the butt of
exact
my
like
rifle.
rules on it right off the bat, but I could figure them out.
I do have 80 unarmed combat.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I'd
mean,
say so.
it would
yeah.
definitely be some rolls, but you could try it. Yeah.
I could sit in the seat behind him
Yeah.
so that he wouldn't see it coming.
Yeah, you absolutely could.
Alright.
Yeah, do you want to
Oh.
choose who sits? So yeah, so who's gonna do the talking first of all?
Not me.
Not me. Get Joe Bear with the human.
Joe Bear's got the human and a little persuade, so yeah,
Yeah.
definitely gotta go down. I think.
Alright. Should we let our contact know that we're gonna be putting her on the phone with this guy and giving badges and stuff like that, badge numbers,
Yeah.
so we can use it as justification for taking the thing?
Yep.
Definitely.
let's get her on the
Probably
phone.
should call her. All right, this is awesome. We're gonna get to use some interesting rules here. Let me figure out what the rule actually is, though. I think this is a good time to take like a 3-minute break.
Yeah, I need something sweet.
Yeah, and then come back and play for another like 30 minutes or so.
Okay,
Go.
that's perfect.
I'm down
Alright.
34 minutes.
Alright, pausing stream. Go. Okay, we're back. And we're about to execute a plan. So you want to get your contact on the phone. Who is calling her?
I'll call her.
Okay, you call her. He says, "This is Agent Delilah Sands. How can I help you?"
The
I do that.
contact hangs up. Clearly nobody was on the line.
Well, I guess it was a prank call. Getting a lot of those lately.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'll say hello, Delilah. We are in the cabin, and we need you to, etc., etc. You get on the phone when we call you, and give the badge number to your guy and affirm that we are who we are and that we have clearance to move this kid who is not who he is. He's not Brandon. He's actually someone else's. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling someone.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
You get the point. And yeah, so we need you to just give your badge number and explain. And
Oh, these crank calls are really getting crazy. And then that's what she says out loud, but like really quietly, she says, "Roger," and hangs up the phone, expecting your call. All right. You guys go downstairs.
Is someone holding the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
You
got
guys
him
not-
on my
Great
hip.
idea.
Like I'm holding him, and he's like I'm like holding like a little kid. Like his holding him on my hip. His head is on my shoulder. Well, wait. Are the Rangers bugging? They're not coming up, right? We're gonna go down.
Yeah, you guys go down. The Rangers. And what, Joe Bear, you're the one talking with them?
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I make sure to just get in right in front and sort of like try to dominate the space a little bit and,
Okay.
and really just try to attract all attention away from the
Yeah,
fact
you're
that
like
Aiden's
awkwardly
really,
tall,
like-
right?
yeah, I'm gangly too. I'm a real sight. I got the dark eyes. Look at that snake god presence. That
Right.
human inch through the roof, you know. They can just feel it emanating off of me. And I just really just like try to take up as much space on kind of like the other side of wherever Agent Grady is leading Brandon to the door. Just kind of like try to, you know, take everyone's focus away from the child not really
Yep.
being awake.
Hey,
and,
I mean
and
that's
so, you know,
like he hasn't slept in hours. You could literally just tell them that we got him finally to sleep a little bit. And
Yeah.
you
this was
definitely
a
have
good
a great
time to
point there.
transport him. What?
Yeah, you definitely have a great point there.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's not a bad
yeah.
point.
I mean, children need to sleep, and oftentimes 6-year-olds will just pass out.
Especially,
Absolutely.
they know he hasn't slept in like 18 hours. You know what I mean? Like, they know
Yeah.
that. Also, as you're approaching, he's on like a little radio, and you can hear over the radio comes up. It's like weather report. The rain is expected to continue until the afternoon. Over, and he's like,
As
understood.
the
over.
weather calms down at all,
No,
since-
not. A little bit. Yeah, actually, a little bit since
since he fell asleep.
since he fell asleep. It started to calm down a little bit before that too, but yeah.
Hell yeah. Good. Yeah, so I lead in just with that, or you know, I'm just like, wow, hey, it looks like he's finally fallen asleep. Really, really great. But you know, we looked into it. We took a little DNA test with our kit up there. You know, I know you didn't see it or anything, but you know, it looks like
Grady
he's
actually
definitely
does have
not
like
the
a field kit, right?
Yeah, it's not the kid who went missing. It's we actually just got the report in from
require like quantum computing or something.
you know, we just got the missing persons from across the valley there. Yeah, mom and pa just they lost track of the little one there. You know, they're getting a little bit older, but they just keep on going like rabbits, right? So you know, we're probably gonna need to take your ride since our agent, you know, lost stars under the tree there. You know, that being y'all's jurisdiction to be checking the trees in the parking lot and all of that. We could really just use a ride, you know, and take them out there. You know, parents can't make it up here with this weather. So that's about where we're standing there, boss. What do you think about that? Can we get some keys?
All right.
That was smooth.
Yeah, give me a persuade at +20.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So if you I believe it's right click or shift click on the persuade, it'll give you the option to modify the roll.
Oh, absolutely, with the +20 there,
Yeah.
naturally.
Oh, 97.
Jesus
97. All right, well, make sure you mark the persuade.
Christ. What? Unreal.
That would be, you would get inspiration in a slightly different game for that one though.
Yeah.
I always get really frustrated when it seems, because it's like in D&D, that would be so good.
You use
Right.
like a high roll.
Yeah, like a high
Yeah.
roll is not usually
Yeah, it
bad.
is better. No, in this game, the low roll tends to be better.
Yeah, it's trippy. I think
He
Also,
goes,
come on,
listen.
come on.
I know I
That
said
was so...
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
so believable.
It was believable. It was really convincing.
I just have to say, Ian, if you are ever trying to kidnap a kid, you will do it very
you
easily.
got
I
the
bet
chops
you
for
will.
that, Ian. Um.
I would let you kidnap my kid.
yeah,
If you told me all of that, I'd be like, yeah, sounds right. Sounds about right.
Oh, definitely, definitely. It's let me tell you, it is probably easier to kidnap a kid than y'all think. Very few people
Especially
care
in
about them.
Maine.
no, you're
Yeah.
probably right. So okay, so he looks at you and he goes, listen, I'd love to take you wherever you need to go. Great news that this isn't some freaky fucking shit. Also, we're very glad to see that kid sleeping. We were starting to get worried about him. But the thing is, the weather's starting to get real bad. I just got confirmation that it's supposed to last the day. That means we're looking at flash floods. Means we're looking at more downed trees. Means we're looking at campers coming in. We might be looking at people who are stranded after their morning hikes. We really need the cars here for a couple hours
That's
at least,
you
so
know
we can
what
do a
that's
sleep or two. But maybe in an hour and a half, we could take you down there. Does that sound reasonable?
what Chaubert failed to mention is this kid is also a diabetic. No, because that would make sense because they've had him for 18.
I think we should just get the agent on the phone, our
Yeah.
contact.
Yeah. True.
All right.
Oh, I
so
don't know. I kind of like that diabetic angle. I thought that was a nice sharp slide in.
You don't understand. The kid needs insulin.
He's been
Yeah,
fine for
he
18
just-
hours, but now he's not.
His blood sugar is dropping fast. Did you try giving him pudding?
Did you try to give
Okay.
him yes,
No, you're not right. That
I've
was
already
just
tried the
absolutely
pudding, goddammit.
We cleaned your pudding out. There's no more pudding. Please, the pudding won't
was
work.
expired.
Okay. Okay. So, do you get your contact on the phone?
yes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. You get your contact on the phone. You put her on. And he goes, He starts writing down. He pulls out a notepad, a badge number, that. All right, ma'am. We understand this. This is a matter of importance. Maria, he calls over to his other agent, or his other ranger. Can you keep an eye on everything for probably a couple hours that we'll be gone? Maybe 2 or 3 hours. I know there's a lot going on here. I'm going to call down to one of the other trailhead stations and see if they can send one of their guys over. But I'm gonna take these feds down out. But hey, the good news is this seems like we
This
found
is not a 40-year-old man.
his real parents.
And also, this is not a 46-year-old man in a 6-year-old's body.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
And yeah, he says, all right, follow me. Acosta, you grab your duffel bag, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Or are you leaving that here?
Yeah.
What
I
was
mean,
it?
Bring it.
they're gonna. Do you need it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we need it.
yeah.
But are they gonna think you're gonna need it? Like, aren't they gonna be weirded out by you taking a bunch of?
We could figure
Well, all
that
my
out
stuff
later.
is in the car. Like, Brain is getting in my destroyed car. I'm getting
Right.
this is like my stuff. You know, I traveled here.
Yeah, and you're like not
Yeah.
coming back here, probably.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so
Yeah.
no, I need it.
No, that's valid.
As you guys are walking out, he says, Acosta, that goes in the trunk.
Okay.
He opens the trunk. You guys all fit into the car. You can put Brandon. There's 3 rows.
Okay. Also,
Is there 3 rows? I'm trying to think what kind of car it would be. Let's just say there are 3 rows. You can put Brandon in the back.
And I'm gonna tap Joe Bear on the shoulder to make sure he gets in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Because that guy's got a
Good.
lot of drive, so just gotta be that out there. Go
Joe
ahead.
Bear's good at
I mean-
driving? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I am pretty decent. Yeah.
Acosta Yeah, you're definitely the best driver. You fucking go do rally cars in your spare time.
I don't really remember how that worked out. I think he was just kind of good at it.
You just
He had
have
to drive a lot as an IRS agent, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You have to be able to get away. You have to be able to like be the person to like go.
yeah.
and,
Well,
like, get stuff,
you're in like the
You're
crime unit,
undercover.
right? So you probably have
Yeah,
had the
you're
similar
undercover.
training that like cops have with like like maneuvers and stuff like that. So
Yeah, they were gonna put me on the big fucking plus the IRS CI just did with the Cadillac converters. They're gonna put me on that. And driving was very important, but
did you just say the Cadillac converters or the catalytic converters?
Cadillac. I could probably said Cadillac converters. Yeah, probably Catalytic converters.
The Cadillac converters. They've been converting every car to a Cadillac.
Specifically, Cadillac. Yeah, very Detroit focused thing. Yeah. But yeah, word absolutely. So I get in the side front seat, and I do ask. I try to give the guy a little bit of a push. Kind of like, oh, he wandered over here from the other way past the Devil's Chair, like way on the other side of the valley. Because I'm kind of making it up. I don't really know where
Keep it
we
simple.
are.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. From the other side of the Devil's Chair there. Is there any way we could drive like straight through past there or anything like that? Any throughways? Just casually kind of ask them. Try to be helpful.
Yep, good question. The issue is that no. If you
Damn.
look at the thing, really the only way out is this main kind of road here. I forget what it's called. Let me see. It's called Evergreen Road, I believe. This main road out. And it's kind of the only way out, especially with like the weather being the way it is. So yeah, I mean, he's like, no, it doesn't really make sense. You would have to like hike there or go in like a all-terrain vehicle.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so.
Is there a place
All right,
called Not Valley here?
Let's get driving.
What'd you say? Is there a place what?
There's a place called Poopanot Valley.
Oh yeah, Poopanot Valley. We love Poopanot Valley.
Amazing place, yeah.
Wait,
See
can I ask something?
Yeah.
Can we wreck because Alex or because Jack said that he had some rope, so can we retcon that he like gave me the rope?
Yeah, sure.
And also, can we retcon that there's like a code word for when I'm about to like choke him out?
Sure. Do you
the
want to
code-
tell
the
me what the
code
code
word-
word is?
It's Poopanot.
Poopanot.
like
Agent
that,
Grady
Poopanot.
just happens to see a sign that says Poopanot and laughs. Poopanot.
Yeah. Is this?
It's Poopanot.
Oh,
You have to find the joy. You have to find joy in the little things in this profession.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you guys go with Agent Douglas Kina. You pile into the car. Acosta, you are sitting behind him. And he starts to drive you out towards like the entrance station. It's kind of a long ride. He can only move so fast. And it's pretty bad weather, even still. How far out do you like want to wait? And how are you gonna try to choke him while he is actively driving you?
Oh.
No, we should like. No.
Well, that's why we got Joe Bear and the passenger, because he's, if this guy passes out, Joe Bear takes the wheel. I mean, it's only got so much gas until the car peters out, right?
Yeah, or I can just like shift him over his leg over to the brake, really quickly, just
Yeah.
shove it kind of over, and really hope we hit on that, hit the and lift up the e-brake, as well.
And honestly, I'm a big fan of action, so I'd prefer we don't stop the car.
That's up to you guys. It's your plan, but we're gonna say it's happening. You don't really have you didn't plan it in front of me, so we're gonna just go to the action. Um, you know, we'll say I think it's more fun that way. Even if it is a little more tough.
All right.
All right. So you're driving down, and he goes, "Man, you feds really you work things differently than we do in these national parks. You know, we're pretty laid back here. You guys." You know, I mean, I've seen the movies. I've dealt with feds a couple times. You guys are real straight-laced, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. We really take our profession seriously, but
Yeah, but don't you
I don't know.
like ever joke, laugh, you know, get along with other people?
We do. I mean, we tend to find the pleasure in little things in life. Like what's for example, what place is coming up next on the road?
Oh yeah.
Oh well, over there on the right is Shaughnessy Dam. It's actually it's located just above the Trailhead Station, where the Trailhead Station used to be underwater. Is funny enough, you know, we used to be a lake, but no, they dammed it up, and that's what we have here today. On the left, you can see various trees.
Oh wait, can you slow down a little bit?
Slow down.
No, I just wanted to look at the.
Yeah.
Oh, that tree over there. You want to see it?
Oh,
Yeah, it must be ancient. How old is
Wow.
that tree, do you think?
Well, interestingly enough, some of the trees here are known to be hundreds, if not almost 1,000 years old. Hard for me to say exactly, but that one's a little thin, so it's probably not that old. What you're
I've
looking
heard
at
that-
is probably a ponderosa pine.
Ponderosa pines. I've heard that Poopanaut Valley has some of the tallest ponderosa pines in the world.
poop not.
As soon as you say poop not, he turns his head and he goes, "What the fuck is that?" And you guys all look.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
but I said
Choke
Poopanaut.
him. I'm choking him out.
You're choking him out. He says, "What the fuck is that?" You start choking him out. Sam, Noemi, give me an unarmed combat roll at plus 20%. I believe only a 100 will fail. Sam, push to talk, I think.
How do I add the 20? Sorry.
If you right click or shift click on it, it should
Just add plus 20.
it'll bring up a little window, and then yeah, the default is plus 20, but yeah, the window will let you modify the roll. Okay, 55. Nice. Not just a success, but a critical success. You start choking this guy out. Why don't we roll for initiative? Also, everybody give me an alertness roll.
Totally. I just want to say, I feel like he was like, what the fuck? Maybe his foot already shifted to the brake. You know? Maybe we
Yeah.
were already braking there in that
Yeah.
critical success. That was a part of the critical success, maybe.
Yeah, no, I
Just saying.
agree. A critical success can be really good. 30. Ooh, 39. That's a fail. 92. That's a fail.
And then, wait, you said alertness, and then.
That's it for now. Zeruel, Acosta, you guys look out when he says, "What the fuck is that?" And you see... Oh, what do you see? You see what looks like a child just standing in the road, just looking at you. And you see it for a split second before the rope goes around his neck. Well, actually, you only see it kind of after, because you're doing it, like, at the same time. And the rope is around his neck, and he's still hands on the wheel. He's trying to, like, get out of the way. He's gonna roll a drive check at, let's say -20, because,
It's a rope around his neck.
Oh shit.
there's a rope around his neck. We'll say his drive is only 20, so we'll say -10 here, just to give a chance.
Holy shit.
Oh, we can still say it was actually a -20, we'll say. Because that's a success no matter what. Holy shit, you guys.
Yeah.
We need this guy on our team.
Why doesn't, did it, oh, that's what I said. Everybody should roll initiative. Let me,
Yeah, right. How do you do that?
let me do it. I will put you in the combat. You're gonna open your combat tab.
There we go. Yeah.
And we shall add the Park Ranger. We shall add.
The entity.
I feel terrible that we're strangling this park ranger. I genuinely hurt. No park ranger signs up for this shit.
Well, we're doing him a favor by shielding his conscience from the horrors of man.
All right, so
It's just a Dark Souls.
this is this is what you see. It's like kind of the same height as a child. It looks totally fucked up.
Jeez.
Eyes completely white. Looks like skin is sloughing off. Like this was some fucked up experiment on a child, and it's just standing there looking at you. This looks like it's this one looks like it's a boy. Maybe. And it's just standing there, and he is able to just avoid it. As the car comes to a screeching halt, and we will say that you're gonna have to hold this choke another 2 rounds. Agent Jobert, it is your turn.
So did we determine whether or not his leg shifted to the brake? Is that
Yes,
is that,
the car is now stopped.
Yeah, he's like skidded completely to a stop.
Yeah.
Nice. I like hold on to the steering wheel and pull up the e-brake just to make sure that like it really stays there.
Okay.
And like if I don't know if would I still have more action after
Yeah,
that.
we'll say you
like,
can. That's
like,
not really an
like, just,
action, but yeah, you can.
clock the park ranger, I guess, to make sure he's knocked out.
All right, yeah, you can tell he's not knocked out. He's actually struggling, and he's reaching for his sidearm.
Oh God.
But he is being successfully choked. So there's that. So you want to punch? Do you still want to punch him? Sorry, what was that?
No, I go for the gun instead. Yeah, the gun is more important. Than
Okay, so you
getting
try
that
to wrestle the
car.
gun out of his hand?
Yeah, and then throw it out the window would be what I would do.
Ooh, that's dangerous. Okay, so you
It is
do the
dangerous,
thing,
yeah.
and then, all right, I'm gonna say that is an aimed,
out the window.
an aimed unarmed attack. Don't crit fail. 65.
Just
That
a
is-
regular failure.
That is, yeah, and because it's aimed, it would have been at a -20 anyway. I should have been more clear about that. And yeah, you're not able to wrestle the gun from his hand. It is Zerwell's turn.
Okay. Would it be a free move for me to check to see if the kid is still in the passenger seat with us?
Yep, kid is still there, resting.
Okay. Interesting.
He seems to have roused
Alright.
a little bit, but actually, the Douglas Keena took the car to a very smooth stop, all things considered. So.
Okay. That sounds good. Let's see here. I don't have a lot really that I can do. I'm not behind him. I'm sort of to the right of him. I guess
Yeah, are you in the middle seat or is Grady in the middle seat?
I think
It's very
Grady
important, actually.
Grady is in the middle seat holding the child, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm behind Joe Bear. I think instead of going for his gun, I go for I guess I go for his wrist
I'll bring you guys actually down here.
and I try to let me see. I guess I could try to break his forearm, huh?
Damn.
Yeah.
You could. How's your unarmed?
My unarmed. Let me see here. It's a 40. That's not bad. That's definitely some training.
Yeah, you can try.
All right. God, I feel bad for this guy, but I'm going to try and break his forearm.
Okay.
God, this feels so weird.
So I dive out of my seat towards his arm that's lunging for the gun. And I try to do as much as I possibly can to incapacitate that arm.
Okay, why don't you give me an unarmed... Ooh, it's probably going to be a negative 20%. Because you're trying to do something specific, like break his arm.
Right. Okay. Let's roll.
Oh, don't crit fail, I said. Alright. I'm gonna say a crit
That's
fail.
a lucky number, though. 88. Like what?
Yeah, no, it's not a lucky number in this case. That's a very unlucky number. So I'm gonna say this crit fail means he is choosing to fight back. He's obviously like fucking freaked out. He's like freaking out. He's trying to grab his gun. You try to grab his arm, and he realizes that like everybody's against him. That like something is actually going seriously fucking wrong, and he tries to fight back by shooting. And he has a firearms of 50, so he's gonna fire it at you. You're the closest to his arm. What is that? 45. That's gonna be a success. His
I'm so confused right now.
it's his Sig Sauer, so that's gonna be 1d10 damage to Agent Zeruel. 2. It grazes your shoulder. You're trying to break his arm. He shoots it. And yeah, no, you're lucky. It just grazes your shoulder and goes into the back of the fucking seat. Whose turn is it? Agent Grady, your turn.
Yeah, but I'm just really confused right now. I'm trying to keep up, but there's a lot of stuff happening, and I'm.
Oh yeah, by the way, ooh, yeah, that's gonna be loud as shit. Whoa.
I'm a kid. I'm sorry, but I'm really confused. I've been trying to keep up. Like, I know I have ADHD, but like,
Do you want a recap on what is happening?
What did Joubert? Yeah. Why were we choking him out while this?
That
was the plan.
I know, but I'm just confused as to why we continued to do that when there was literally a demon in the middle of the road.
Because
it's still only been 3 seconds. Like, this is all
okay,
happening in
yeah.
the first 3 seconds that this has happened. So like, he starts as you're going to choke him, which is like you can't really like go back on it. He yells, "What the fuck is that?" Pointing with his arm, fucking tries to get out of the way, starts getting choked, and then all this shit's going down. So that's kind of what's happening right now. Grady, you can kind of like delay your action if you want. You can try and protect the kid, his ears or his eyes or whatever.
I'm gonna just grab the kid and make sure and see if he's woken up and.
Yeah, you see that he does wake up and the gunshot goes off. And oh man, what should you roll to see if your ears hurt? Your ears.
I think that my ears hurt by default. There's nothing that I would need to roll, right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
We're all in the car.
Fine
but-
gunshot.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
your ears are ringing out, so certain things are going to have a negative 20%. Certain actions are going to have a negative 20%, especially like alertness and shit like that. Because your ears are just ringing so loud right now. Alright, Grady, you're just kind of like protecting the kid, trying to keep him calm. Agent Acosta, it is your turn. Would you like to continue choking?
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel like. Fuck, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, give me an unarmed. Just regular, no extra 20%. Give me to continue your unarmed. 47 is a success.
Fuck
You
yeah.
continue to choke him. You need one more round until he's out. And it is his turn. He has already acted, though, by fighting back. And now it is this creepy fuck's turn. And he comes over to the car, the side door, and he tries to open it, but the car is locked, so he's not able to.
Oh,
But
fuck,
he's just
oh.
pulling on it, and he's right up next to you. Wait, who's on the left? Acosta, right up next to you on the left. In the back seat, trying to get into the car. He's banging on the window. You see these like sharpened long nails like scratching at the window. Unnatural force. Uh, for someone of this size, which again is like child size. And you can really see like a fucking close-up picture of him now. Skin is pale and desiccated. The eyes are sunken, cataract-filled globes. This thing is obviously dead, or worse. And it is Agent Jobert's turn.
I think at this, I'm. Is there any like feeling or presence of that, like coming up against the car that we would be able to hear, or I'd be able to hear in that?
Yeah,
brief
you can
moment?
hear this awful scraping of the fucking dead child's like fingers on the side of the car.
Oh God, okay. Yeah, I think if I can still hear that, I do try to.
Yeah, I suppose it would be hard to hear, but it's the kind of vibrations that kind of like shake you to the core more than you're actually hearing them.
Is it enough to cause this dude to stop fighting a little bit, or is he fighting back still?
He doesn't notice because he is being actively
Yeah.
choked.
I'm gonna just grab his gun and point it towards the window, and if he decides to pull the trigger, it will at least shoot out the window towards this thing. I don't know if
Okay.
it's an unarmed combat or an athletic.
What is better for you? No, dude. No, it's unarmed combat. I would say you're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
fucking get this guy. So
Situation.
yeah.
Right.
Nice. That's
Ooh.
a 2, I believe.
Lovely.
Yeah, so
Lovely.
you're absolutely able to like kind of take control of his arm and direct it so that if the gun does go off again, it's right in your ear, but
Yeah.
it's not it's not pointed towards anybody.
It's like, theoretically, like the shell casing, if it's like a right-handed weapon like that, would just eject right into his face.
Yeah.
At the angle I feel like I'm
Yep,
pointing it
I
at, like
believe
kind of
so.
out the window back towards the animal.
Yeah, you might get a little
Pretty uncomfortable.
little burn, but it's safer than getting shot directly.
Yeah.
And Zeruel, it's your turn.
Okay. At this point, I mean, we need to. This kid that we see, regardless how curious I might be, has nothing to do, seemingly, with this mission, or at least not immediately related to the mission. and it's more important that we get out. So I'm thinking that my focus here is to just help restrain this guy, because the sooner we get out, the better. I'm thinking about just like doubling Joe Bear's efforts to continue restraining his arm and preventing him from moving, and just, I guess, like helping Noemi as much as I can.
Okay, so just kind of continuing to restrain him so that it's easy to choke him out.
Yeah.
Give me an unarmed. If you're successful, Acosta will have a plus 20% for roll. 39? What is that?
Alright.
Nice!
Wow, by 1.
Nice. Yeah, so you're successful. You're able to, like, continue to restrain him as well. Grady, what do you want to do? The kid is now awake.
Can I try to talk to him and just, let him know, hey, we're just going on a ride to go meet your parents at the airport.
Yeah,
So you can just go back to sleep. Because, like, the type of Benadryl nap that I drugged him with, he's not going to be awake for very long.
No, but it's not Valium. Like, a gunshot just went off in the car. Like, he's woken up, you know what I mean?
I guess Benadryl really knocks me out like it is fucking Valium, because you know how I am. When I'm on Benadryl, you wake up for a second and then pass right out.
Yeah, it could be. I'd say, especially, it can pass the kid out pretty well. Like borderline, like some kids would sleep through a gunshot.
And then you're like, what
right next to them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't
think
think
we can tell them it's the tire pop. Tire pop. I don't know.
Yeah, tire pops.
Okay, Martha, give me a roll to convince him that the tire popped.
What
do you want me to roll?
Give me a persuade at plus 20 because he's drugged.
How do I do?
You guys are right click or shift click?
Shift click.
No.
Critical fail.
Well, that wasn't plus 20.
Well, it's still a critical fail.
Okay, well, I mean, I just was figuring out how to roll.
No, I know, but what I'm saying...
Wait, did I? So I did click it? God damn it, I didn't do it the right way. Sorry, I've never done that.
It's okay, fine. It would have been a fail anyway. It would have been a crit fail, anyway. And,
Right.
And what this means is that the Brandon turns to you and goes, No, Miss Grady, they're here, they're coming for me. You said you'd keep me safe. Please. And the whole car starts to shake. And I'm gonna add him to the little initiative order.
Just a heads up, I do have to go to bed very soon.
Yeah, or about to end.
I don't know.
And yeah, so I'm gonna just put him in here, as I think it makes sense to put him in between you guys. Excuse me, and yeah, the whole car kind of starts to shake. And, well, let's see what happens. He's gonna do... So, all of a sudden, you see a fucking rock come out of nowhere, and the child, creepy devil child thing that, is scraping at the wall at the window. It appears that Brandon notices it, and the rock just fucking smashes this fucking thing into the head, in its head. You can see that the rock actually caves the head in, a lot, but the child is still up, scraping at the door, shaking the car. And yeah, that's where we'll leave it today.
Shit.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see next time if Agent Acosta can pass out this park ranger. We will
that has
see.
to be the open. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be next.
Apportation slam. That's
Apportation.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's really
Dude,
great.
Brandon.
yeah.
Holy shit.
So that's where we're at. Good game, you guys. This was fun. You guys, I'm really impressed with your ability to. You made a plan and
Wow.
you're sticking it through. You're
Stuck to
A really wild plan.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have a you have
I
a
wish I'd seen the map.
Like, what is he?
you have a federal
is
law
he-
enforcement agent officer being choked out in your car, in the car you're in.
But now he has seen the weird gray child. He's seen apportation. He's been strangled.
Yeah, he
Like,
may have missed the
I'm confused
apportation.
as to how he's a federal. What?
how are we? We're gonna.
He's a
how are
federal
we
law
gonna get away
enforcement
with-
officer. He's not. I mean, he's a park ranger.
That's not what park rangers are.
Oh yeah. They
I
can
think
enforce.
they
they can
technically
arrest
are. I
people
could be
on
wrong. They're definitely not fed like you guys are fed.
That's
No one
not
would.
their designation. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, K was a federal. Like K has been I guess a state park ranger.
Right. I
Yeah,
don't. Was she
yeah.
like an actual law enforcement ranger though? That like.
No, well that's not. That's just not what park. I just think
No,
we
but
are
that's what
having
this.
a
That's what this guy is. Like he carries a weapon.
Okay, all right. Then
He is a law enforcement agent. Like he's not anything like like
I
an
think you're
FBI
fine.
agent, but yeah, he has a
Mhm.
sidearm and everything. Like he's kind of like the captain of this like little station and area.
Okay, he's a law enforcement ranger, not a park ranger.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just I have two friends who are park rangers, and when I was describing the characters, they're like, "Oh, it's us."
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's like they're all the same, but yeah, this guy is specifically the on the law enforcement side.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing.
Like he can write tickets and stuff. Yeah, there's like not all the rangers at the station are like that, but he definitely is. Okay. Well, this was good. This was fun. Agent Zerowell took some damage. 2 is nothing to balk at, when you're only have 10.
Yeah, but you were rolling 1d10. That could have been lethal right away.
Yeah, that could have killed you.
Literally.
Could have blown your head right off. Because in this game, there's like 0 is dead. There's no rolls to see if you're no 0 is dead. 1 going to 2 is incapacitated. Like you can't do anything. Like you're dying at 2. 0 is dead fully. No ifs, ands, or buts. So yeah, a 1d10 absolutely could have killed you. A 2 was lucky. But yeah, you gotta be careful around guns, you guys.
Yup. Sasha,
Noted.
Sasha, stop it.
Yeah, alright, cool. I'm gonna stop the recording.